Just a little of the view of the scenic drive. And my last little day hike, Whistling Arch. Okay, Whistling Arch is, I believe this is one of them. If not it, don't know for sure. Look at that overhang. That's beautiful. This Red River Gorge has so much to offer, sight-wise. It's hard to kind of explain it all. But I'm trying. Look at that. Tired as I am, I'm glad I came up here. Beautiful. Here's the view from Whistling Arch. It's gorgeous. It's pretty steep, right off of the cliff here. Look at that, right down in there. I'm not that brave. There it is behind me. I ain't gonna go around the other side because I'm just not that steady. But I'm glad I came up here. It's time for a shower. There's the backside. I know there's a trail that runs down around this other side here. There's probably another arch there, but it's too close to the cliff for me. That is such a cool looking arch, isn't it? Let's see if I can get closer here. I'm tired. But this is a good way to end the gorge. Nice little quarter-mile hike to this nice, beautiful arch, which is all over. Now, I don't know if you can see over there or not how cool that looks. This is Mountain Hanger here, live from Red River Gorge. 3 overnights, 3 nights, 4 days. I'm gonna get me a cabin and get washed up because I stink. I'm gonna stop at the Shell station, get me some good junk food. And I'm gonna call it a day. I know I ain't got no reception hardly at all down there in the gorge, but I'm gonna go look at those cabins anyways. Only tomorrow morning. Time to do a little reflecting. Full of gratitude right now. Pretty blessed. That's all I got. Okay, I decided to stay here for a few minutes. I just wanted to write down some thoughts or video some thoughts. Here's a couple thoughts on the Red River Gorge. One, whatever it says the distance is, double it because there's a lot of climbing. I'm from northwest Indiana. It's pretty flat up there. So there's a lot of up and down, a lot of rocks. Rocks are slippery. Acorns. If you're walking on acorns, they can be slippery too. A couple gear thoughts. ULA Catalyst. Great pack. Solid. Built great. But for me, just didn't ride right. I just had to keep adjusting it. Ended up with a little raw spot on my left side. My left shoulder hurts a little bit. I thought it was maybe the way I was carrying it, but I tried it different ways, even lower, and it still didn't work. I had about 35 pounds to begin with, around 35, 36, and that's 5 days of food and easy 5.5 I'd say, and 3 liters of water. So, and it's supposed to carry up to 40 comfortably. I've had the same weight inside of my Gossamer Gear Mariposa, and that rode a lot better for me. I think being a bigger guy, as it wraps around my hips right here and my belly, that without the extra padding, that it just rides better, it hugs better. I found my I found it kept slipping. I have to tighten the hip belt really tight to keep it from slipping down. I didn't like that. So as great customer service as Chris is at ULA, the packs just ain't for me. So cook kit. I used my 4 Dogs 1.1 quart and Bush Buddy and companion burner. The companion burner is all right inside the Bush Buddy, but using that pot, it just takes too much to bring water to a boil. So I use quite a bit of alcohol fuel. I brought quite a bit though. I brought 8 ounces, so I've used it all. But I also use the Bush Buddy, which is good. Batteries go quick in a cold night if you don't have them inside your sleeping bag or quilt, whatever. This is my 3rd set of batteries. Hiking sticks. If you're past 40 years old, I don't see anybody who can do that without them. But if you do, God bless you. Let's see. I've used the Sawyer Mini and the regular Sawyer. The regular Sawyer is a Gravity and the Sawyer Mini along the way just to try it out. I'm really liking that Sawyer Mini. I really do. I just got to get used to carrying something besides a bladder. But I drink a lot of water. I mean a lot. So for me, a 3-liter bladder is pretty normal, and I'll probably go through 2 liters at night. Let me think. Hats. This is my 3rd hat. I'm wearing this one for day hikes. I had the Outdoor Resource Gore-Tex hat on to begin with. That was nice. I could sweat in that one though, but it would be good if it rained. Stayed on my head real well, absorbed the sweat good. Didn't breathe real good. I had my Cabela's Polar Tech on yesterday. That was good, but I could sweat in that thing. And shoes. Here's my last thing. I had Cabela boots on at the beginning. I like wearing boots. My feet, I feel safe in boots. But that's what I slipped on Oxford Ridge. I was going down into a creek to get some water. I knew the rocks were slippery. I thought I had sure footing. I slipped on one, stepped on another rock, slipped on that, and just kept going and bit the dirt. I mean, my arm swelled up, everything. I thought for sure I might have fractured it or broke it, but I did what I was supposed to do. I did some first aid, and I took a bandana, indispensable tools, hiking bandana. Took a bandana, got good and cold in the water, and put it on there, compressed it right away, sat down, just relaxed, and took ibuprofen, actually naproxen, which is an anti-inflammatory, and then soaked it again, wrapped it again, and just slowly manipulated it on the way out. So that was good. And you know, after the Cabela's hiking shoes, back to the shoes, because you know, I'm not keeping track here. I went to, I got New Balance Trail Runners, these right here. Now, my toes jam a little bit more in these, but man, my feet does not feel like they're dragging at the end of the day. With those boots, they're just too heavy. And the traction is nowhere near as good as these, so I think I'm sticking with Trail Runners as much as possible. Other than that, temps got down to freezing one night, and then 40, 38, 37, something like that. So I was pretty warm and comfy inside my hammock. And that's all I got, really. I might add a little bit more on the way home. Maybe a little bit more in the cabin. I don't know. But I much needed this. I'm grateful and blessed. And thanks for coming along. Mountain hanger. We'll walk through the woods. Isn't that beautiful? I'm on the Whistling Arch Trail. Slideshow this to you. I hope this comes out. It is so nice. Everywhere you look. It's like walking in a story. It's like something on a TV show or something. It really is just beautiful out here. I haven't done a lot of trail talk. I don't know how I'm going to do this video, but let's talk. Alright, I said let's talk and I meant it. Really, I did. All I got to say is I'm going to come back here because this is really a beautiful place, and 3 days ain't enough, especially when you're overweight and out of shape. But if you ever get the chance to do the Red River Gorge, by all means. Red River Gorge's cabin, the one I was talking about, that Aaron guy told me about, going to give me this shovel. A little bit more expensive, $80 for this cabinet, one room. Got a little creek here in the porch. I just gotta wait for him to come down and open it up for me. Wish I had a signal here, but no. It's nice. That's about all I got here. Little one room thing. That's it. That's all I got. Mountain hanger here. I guess I picked the right night to grab a cabin. I don't know if this will last much longer, but I got here, took a shower, ate some junk food, and fell asleep. I'm gonna go back to bed, but I just woke up to this out here. It's raining. Now that's luck right there. That's beautiful. Good morning, mountain hanger here. As you can see by the sky, I don't know if you can see it on here or not, but it's all gray. Rained for a long time. I'm getting ready to hit the road here, about an hour or so. Then it's getting ready. Stay in the cabin here. Nice little one room cabin. More like a hunter's or rock climber's kind of cabin. But it had hot water and electricity and a toilet, so it was all good. It's cold. It's probably about 35, 40 degrees, and wet and rainy. The cold front's moved in, I guess. So it's a good time. Little windy roads up here in the gorge. I'm headed on out. Cold, rainy, cloudy. I just got out of there just in time before it became miserable. Beautiful trip. I think that I'll be back because there's lots more to see, lots more like trails to hike. As long as my knees hold out. They're hurting a little bit, but it could be partly because of the weather too, or partly because I'm way out of shape. I'm going to take a picture here, headed on out of the gorge. I get out here and by the Shell station, I'll have reception, I hope, and then I'll fill up and hit the road. I just wanted to show you this here too. This is coming into Knotted Tunnel, they call it. I turn my brights on. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? I had a great time. Now it's back to the real world. I ain't turning this off till we come to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and when we get there, we'll be on the road to reality. That's all, folks.